I'm gonna take a quick time out here, just say, hey, I know this channel doesn't have a whole lot of gardening videos on it just yet, or much of anything. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and as I go ahead and get some more of these videos done, you'll be notified of them, maybe. They'll show up on your feed, possibly. And then you can go ahead and catch up on what's going on here and see all kinds of interesting things that I've been up to. And of course, don't forget to check the details in the description down below. There might be some links to some cool stuff. Who knows? Check it out. We've gotten some wood chips dropped. This is 3 loads now of chip drop. There were 2 smaller loads that we got, smaller dump trucks, and 1 very large dump truck. The smaller ones I would say were about crossover SUV size, and the larger pile I would say is about the size of an 18-foot boat on a trailer. That was a big pile. These wood chips are anywhere from, well, we'll call it here in the middle, maybe 4 to 6 inches deep, and there are other areas more towards the back here because this area right here kind of slopes down to either side, and over in here they may get up to about a foot deep, especially down in through here and back in that corner there. Got a bunch of trees planted already. Start back here in this corner. I believe this is a Bruce plum. Just want to double check that. Nope, this is the Santa Rosa plum right here. Have a Celeste fig, a brown turkey fig, and this poor little crooked fella here is a black mission fig. Got him for $3 on discount because the trunk came up maybe 3 inches. Must have gotten broke, split, and went the other direction. So I'm gonna try and encourage this thing to branch off over here, make a nice little multi-trunk fig tree. Should be pretty cool. Over here on this side, there's a persimmon. This is a Fuyu persimmon, tea plant. 1 last banana there that needs to get moved out of here so that all the bananas are going down there and on that side of the yard over there. Little azalea that again got it on discount, trying to keep it alive. Here we have a, hope I didn't lose it, there we go, Owari Satsuma tangerine. And this is the Sanguinelli blood orange. It's not rated for this zone, and we got a little bit of dieback from a couple frosts that we've had and freezes. There's been a couple other hard freezes. These are still somewhat pliable, so hopefully this pulls through and makes it for next year. Coming back around here, this is the methyl plum. Yep, methyl plum right there. Got a few spots marked out for where we have a few other trees planned to go here. And we got a Belle of Georgia peach there, and over here on this side, right here, there's a Florida King peach. This was an accident. This used to be a very nice Fuyu persimmon that was going way up here. Nice big, expensive tree. I accidentally hit it with the trailer, so clipped it off where it had split, just below where it had split, and it's got a few buds right there. Hopefully that one pulls through. Not sure. And as I back up going this way, you can see that there is a lot of wood chips that have already been laid across the yard here and coming back into the banana area. And right there where that brick is where we're gonna have the final border going all the way to that gutter right there. So definitely gonna need at least another 5, 6 dump truck loads. That is a lot of work. Project for today, I am taking apart a bunch of the wood border and trim that we have that goes around the edge, going all the way around. Right now it stops right about there, but it did go all the way to the corner, come back across, and then up. So taking all of those apart so that as we get future chip drops, we can put all of this wood up against the neighbor's fence here because they got a nice, pretty brand new fence. And one thing that I've learned is that wood chips and wood fences do not mix. You need to have some sort of a border or something going to buffer the fungus, the mycelial fungus that'll be growing throughout the wood chips and feeding the plants. That fungus will also attack the wood panel of the fence down there at the bottom and rot out their fence. That's not good, so we're gonna be using these to go against that fence and protect their fence. the bananas. Some of the bananas, let me see if I can find one. Okay, I just looked at all these right here, and none of these bananas are actively growing. The black ties, the apple bananas, the blue Java bananas, and the Sabas over here, none of these seem to be growing, but over here on the other side of the yard, is it one of these? Nope, not that one. Nope, not that one either. There's one. Still got some green poking through on that one. Looks like it's trying to grow. Maybe this one, maybe not. How about this big guy right here? Oh, yep, got a little bit of growth going right there. And the twin, not so much. Over here on these black ties, this one was going pretty good. Yep, looks like we still got a little bit of green going right there. And this, that's gonna get clipped off, but yeah, see that one's already grown there. And we have some taros going right here, and elephant ears, as they are also known. Ew, that's gross. But got some nice little growth going on those, still popping through. And these Sabas over here, I don't know if this is gonna come back. That is rotten really far down. But hopefully some of these guys, because there is still some green on that one, and if they don't come back themselves, maybe they'll put up some other plants during this next growing season. And this one's going pretty good too. Let me get out of the sun. So it's kind of interesting that some of the garden plants, or the bananas, are already starting to come up and grow. It's kind of cool for the beginning of February. Some of the other plants that are getting ready to go in the ground, we got some lemons, limes, and calamondin seeds in here. Still have the Indian lime to plant. This is the calamondin parent plant here for some of the seeds that we have over here. Got some lemongrass growing somehow. And this, I believe, is a Mexican lime, key lime, pretty sure. Had it inside for just a little bit so it didn't freeze, and it shot out some new growth. So that was pretty cool. I also went ahead and chopped down a bunch of the cannas that were growing here, just a little chop and drop, and noticed that there was some nice, pretty fresh growth. Again, February 2nd, 3rd? What is today? I forget already. Saturday, February 3rd. I already have some fresh growth. There's some there. Those are weeds in there. There's a couple of them that are growing over there. Somehow back here in the shade right up next to the house, a few of them popping up over here. And I know I saw a few that were down in this mess that I kind of buried them. I don't even know where to begin to look for those. There's one right back there in that corner. And there was one that I was looking at. Right there. And this, just so you're aware, got the sunrise here, sunset over there. This side of the house doesn't get a whole lot of sun, but maybe just like an hour or so. So that back corner, one of the least amount of sun areas for all the cannas, and there's a new plant already popping up. Pretty cool. I tell you what, just for fun, let's see just how deep some of these wood chips are. We're gonna plant a lime tree right here, an Indian lime tree right there. And then I'm gonna come back over here somewhere, in here, and put the calamondin in right there. Let's start with the calamondin first. Let's put it, yeah, right about here should be good. This way you can see just how deep some of these chips are, because I think this is gonna be one of the deeper spots. It just kind of goes and goes and goes. Probably have to make this a little bit wider so I can get nice deep spot shoveled in some of the, let's come over here just a little bit more. I'm gonna make sure that we can get a nice hole, nice wide hole. Yep, this just keeps on going. That side over there I haven't piled anything up on yet. But I just want to make sure that you can see just how deep this thing is. Hey, I finally see dirt. Okay, so here you can see the hole. And there's my boot. There's my leg. There's my knee. About shin high, mid shin. If you know what these pants look like from military days. About the bottom of the pocket right here on the ACUs. That's probably about a foot deep. Problem is, that calamondin is not that big. Big hole, little bush. I think what I might do is set that in the hole and then surround and bury it down here with some, what do you call it? Some raised garden bed dirt. That should do it pretty well. Help build it up. All this will decompose, become some nice humus for the roots to get into. Wow, there's a lot of wood chips. The good news is, for the lime tree over here, that's not quite as deep. Now, WelllsLamont has these new style gloves out. They always have their other style gloves, but I really like these two. The old ones I would use were the limestone ones. These are a little more fabric, a little more breathability. And they got these little foam pads and what do you call it? Trellis pads. Push this down around it. All too much. Breathe. Totally not centered at all. Awesome. Cover these up with some wood chips. A lot of wood chips left over here. As much as I'm gonna cover it. It'll break down. I'll spread this out. Which just level themselves out eventually. All right, calamondin's in. Let's go to the lime tree. Let's go ahead and. Okay, and as you can see here, we got about, I'm gonna call this vertically about six inches. That's about what my 6 inches looks like. And we still have grass underneath here. We covered it with paper.
just to help kill it off. Unfortunately, this is some really nice Zeon zoysia grass right here. Really pretty grass, but go ahead and get rid of some of this paper. I'm gonna go ahead and dig out this hole and get her buried in. Now, something that is really nice about this part of the yard, as I dig down in here, first of all, the soil is pretty soft. The other thing is, this used to be a garden space about 2 owners ago. The one owner ago, previous tenant here, owner of the house, they did not take care of the garden at all and let it get overgrown with bushes. That's fine for them. I had a ton of fun digging out all those bushes. They were wax myrtle bushes, tons of roots everywhere. Get a little bit of this extra dirt out. But if you look at some of this dirt as I'm taking it out, it is some really, really pretty dirt. Midwesterners be like, oh yeah, that looks like my dirt. That's not some Georgia, South Carolina clay. There we go, hit clay. But we got about a whole shovel head down of this nice black stuff before we hit this nice stone gray and rust looking clay. Pretty stuff, yeah? Not really, but worms be getting in here and breaking this down, turn this into some nice nutrient rich stuff, I hope. I went ahead and put in a little bit extra jungle growth. Go ahead and knock up the roots a little bit. This is something you don't have to worry about knocking it up and having to pay for it afterwards. I've done a little bit extra. Set it on in, and I'm going to put this just a little bit higher than the normal ground level, simply because you want these roots to be able to get some good airflow. You don't want to have a bunch of extra soil like bogging it down, choking it off. That was almost a good size hole. Just a little bit more jungle growth on top. Lightly cover it in mulch. Call this one good. And this should be enough to finish filling in around the root ball. Tuck it in, all nice and comfy. Uncover those breathing roots right there at the top. You want to make sure you got those roots exposed a little bit. That way you can breathe some air. There we go. I'm just gonna lightly cover this back in. These wood chips over here, maybe a little bit from this over here. This kind of sinks in just a little bit. That way we don't have too many wood chips right up against the trunk, cause any rot issues. There we go. All right, gonna go ahead and water it in, and we're gonna call this done. That'll about do it for today, but stay tuned. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and we're just gonna keep moving on this.